Side.
Yeah, there's the wicket. It was a short delivery. Rag square. Rotating his bowlers, and he's going to get the spinners back on. Bilal Khan's effort from the Chobar end was a short one. Karali will bowl his leg breaks. He's been expensive so far, just 3 overs, none for 25. There's Kalka particularly harsh on him. Andrew Leonard here bringing these pictures with Kantapur TV HD Live right the way around the world. Wherever you're watching, you can watch it on KantapurTV.com. I've got Paul Radley with me from the National Newspaper. We're just talking over before about this league and who the 3 qualifiers might be. You've picked Oman as one. Who else would the other 2 be?
Well, Scotland, I think you'd definitely think that they've got the strength in depth, strong first team as well, experienced batsmen. They'd have to be up there. So those 2 perhaps, and then any one of the rest. Obviously, we're only seeing Nepal in their 3rd match here in the tournament, and as such it's difficult to get a gauge on exactly how they're going to do. They've got an amazing array of young talent, so you'd have to think that they might be in the conversation too.
Yeah, the table has a slightly misbalanced look to it as well.
Yeah, it does. Because USA have played 10 matches and Nepal have only played 2, so it's difficult to get much of a steer on, certainly Nepal at least.
Beautifully bowled by Karali, sharp turn again, and
just note the glove work there. Suraj Kumar, I think he's one of the best I've seen in this competition. Brilliant gloveman.
Yeah, keepers often the unsung heroes.
It's going to caught that one.
It's going to close out the 36th over. Nepal 168 for 5.
Skyward Refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
राजीव दाइ पैसा पठाउनु पर्ने थियो मोबाइल बैंकिङ एक्टिभ गर्न बैंकै जानु भ्या छैन भने
यहाँ ल्याउ अब मोबाइल बैंकिङ एक्टिभेट गर्न बैंक गइरहनै पर्दैन डाइरेक्ट मोबाइलबाटै हुन्छ ग्रेट दाइ नेक्स्ट
राजीव
फेरि मोबाइलको ब्यालेन्स सक्यो होला डोन्ट वरी
राजीव दाइ मलाई त्यति सेक्युर लागिरा छैन
कसरी सेक्युर छैन ब्रो आफ्नै बैंक.
Leg spin from both ends really now, because Aki Pilias is essentially bowling leg breaks and leg breaks only to the right-handers. 2 right-handers at the crease, but this sharp turn we're seeing, Paul, I don't think Nepal are going to mind that.
Yeah, absolutely, exactly what I was just thinking. If they can get a score anything above 200, 220, they're definitely in the game, as we saw yesterday. I think Oman would definitely be more adept at playing the slow bowlers than the United States were yesterday, but still, even good players of spin would be struggling against the high quality spin attack that Nepal have got on a pitch that's turning this much.
Good couple of days, probably more renowned in the T20 format. Down the leg side, going to be signalled wide.
It's strange that he's bowling these leg breaks, I must say. I mean, you can see the thinking, leg breaks to right-handed batsmen, but you need to be consistent with it.
He's been the opposite of consistent throughout his spells, really, Aki Pilias, but hugely effective. He's taken wickets in each of the 3 ODIs here. Perhaps the surprise element for the batsman. The bowler doesn't quite know where they're going either. It's good confident batting from Arif Sheikh. Paul, we've seen every side really capable of beating each other in this 7-team league as well. PNG the only one yet to get off the mark.
Yeah, I think it's amazing how quickly sides get in and out of form. UAE have come into this tournament. You'd have thought that they'd have been up there with Scotland actually as one of the better established sides, but UAE came into this competition under a major cloud.
Come back to that 172 for 5.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाऊ। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड।
Trial by leg spin continues for the home side here. They're in a good position though, still 13 overs to go. Try to look at well in excess of 220. It's 250 too distant to target, Paul.
Never can tell with this team, can you, Andy? They've got it within their capabilities. Blinod coming off an excellent innings yesterday. If he can be there with a sort of 5 to go, I think that 250 could well be within their reach.
Sweep shot from Bandari, and he's hit that behind square, and he's hit it all the way for 4. It's the longest part of the ground. Really good use of the sweep. Kaur Ali's proved so expensive so far. I thought he was going to be one of the bowlers to watch this week, but he hasn't been able to find any consistency in his lengths. Punished here by Bandari, who played such a crucial hand yesterday against the USA.
Yeah, I think him and Kushal Mali yesterday repaired the Nepal innings against the United States and probably won the game for them, really.
I think the headlines were about Mala, but Bandari's innings was equally crucial.
And then somebody else entirely won the Man of the Match award.
Nice to see bowlers win the Man of the Match for a change. Another sweep shot. This sweep shot has gone finer though. A really good placement will get him back for 2, despite the best efforts of Mohammed Nadeem. With all this Kushal Mala hype, the talk about Arif Sheikh has probably flown a little bit under the radar, but so much young talent here from Nepal.
And another 19-year-old debutant today as well.
Yeah, that's in the shape of Kamal Singh. We'll see him bowl some seam later on. Not sure how much he'll get to bowl on his debut because of the prevalence of spin bowling here at the TU ground in Kathmandu. This is the first time we've used a pitch that has already been played on this week. And you can see it's definitely turning more than any of the first 3 ODIs.
Just wonder whether they'll, like they did yesterday, start with Sandeep Lamichhane.
Down the leg side, that'll be signalled wide. Yeah, just one. It's 180 for 5.
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड।
Skyward air conditioners, your air, we care.
राजीव दाइ पैसा पठाउनु पर्ने थियो मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभ गर्न ब्याङ्कै जानु भएको छैन भने
यहाँ ल्याऊ। अब मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभेट गर्न ब्याङ्क गइरहनै पर्दैन, डाइरेक्ट मोबाइलबाटै हुन्छ।
ग्रेट दाइ।
नेक्स्ट
राजीव
फेरि मोबाइलको ब्यालेन्स सक्यो होला। डोन्ट वरी।
राजीव दाइ मलाई त्यति सेक्युर लागिरहेको छैन है।
कसरी सेक्युर छैन ब्रो? आफ्नै ब्याङ्कको एप हो यो।
यहाँ बस आइसक्यो।
So 12 overs remain. Nepal 180 for 5. The highest score we've seen the entire week's been 214 from Oman. So Nepal definitely in the ascendancy. plan of bowling first was really based around their pace trio rolling out Nepal. It hasn't quite worked.
Or two touring teams have opted for that, seam bowlers and stick the opposition in.
Is there a case that Oman perhaps not learning the lessons from USA's mistakes yesterday? USA went very seam heavy, even though they had them 49 for 5. Then when the chase came about, it was all Nepal.
Yeah, sorry to sit on the fence on that one, Len.
Sweep shot's going to beat the man in the ring. And with the short boundary on the leg side, it's going to fly away for a second swept boundary for Bandari for 4. Good use of the sweep shot. Good runs coming here for Nepal.
Yeah, sorry, as I was saying, just to explain that, accepted wisdom would suggest that if you're playing on a worn wicket against a side whose strength is their spin bowling, you wouldn't want to be chasing on that wicket. So it's a bold thing to do, but you can also see their thinking in that it's their early starts, and if you can get into the Nepal side and bowl them out for something that is easily gettable, then.
Well, Binod Das said it was a good toss to lose at the end of the 39th. It's 185 for 5.
सुरक्षित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार एसआर स्टील
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड
Ben Nevis Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाऊ। ज्योति लाइफ सधैं तपाईको साथ।
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड
Beauty from Kawarali. It's been a little bit inconsistent, but that was a real special piece of leg spin bowling.
Yeah, can I just echo what I said earlier on about Suraj Kumar's wicket keeping? He's also a very popular character over here of Nepali heritage.
Yeah, an interesting case that, isn't it? Was he born here and he emigrated to Oman?
No. He born in India. Only once in his childhood came here actually, but both his parents are from Nepal. They speak Nepali back at home in the family home. He grew up in Punjab in India. And he moved to Muscat, take up a job and play a bit of cricket as an adult, and as representing their team with great distinction as well. Paul defending their total yesterday in front of that crowd, really. Just like a scene that we've never experienced before in cricket, to be honest. I think the players, obviously Nepal players and fans, are very, very used to it. But for those of us that are only experiencing it for the first time, it was absolutely terrific, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I've seen some of your tweets as well. The fans outside the ground watching from every vantage point, and I think that's something you really enjoyed as well. That's Paul Radley of the National. Really enjoyed his thoughts. I'll close out the 40th over with the dot ball. It's 189 for 5.
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड
Final 10, power play 3. Beauty from Ilyas. Bowled some good ones, bowled some bad ones, but he's bowled some beauties as well. So we're into the final 10 overs. That means 5 fielders allowed outside the circle. Paul looking at a big total. Binod, you must have been pleased with the efforts from Nepal's batsmen so far.
Yes, absolutely. Nobody imagined. I mean, I for one didn't imagine Nepal to be at 189 for 5 at the end of 40th over mark. But the way they
that's going to be. Yeah, for how well Nepal are doing, a couple of the dismissals a little bit soft.
Not couple of, almost all the dismissals are soft dismissals, pretty much similar to the shot attempted by Gyanendra. Fortunately for him, it went into the hands.
Yeah, get through for the single, shorter ball this time, just worked into the leg side.
You look at the dismissals, Paras, after getting the start, getting out to a short ball, Dipender Singh Airi looking to ride the short bouncer, getting out, and then Gyanendra Malla, soft dismissals once again. Look at the amount of turn he's getting. Aqib Ilyas, he's just a part-timer. Imagine somebody like a Sandeep and Bhari bowling on this wicket.
Yeah, he's getting sharp turn. That one just poked into the leg side, and really good running. They'll get back for 2. Split the 2 fielders, and a poor day in the field continues for Oman. 2 runs to finish the 41st over. It's 196 for 5.
सुरक्षित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार एसआर स्टील
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाऊ। ज्योति लाइफ सधैं तपाईको साथ।
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
Ben Nevis, Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
Frenetic with his changes. He's going to go back to himself. He's wicketless today for the first time this week. The 3 seamers have bowled 7 overs each, but outside of that, just a solitary over for Mohammad Sanoth. Hasn't exactly gone to game plan for Oman.
Especially Pars's inning of 38. He actually took on Jishan Maqsood and Khawar Ali both in that spell. That has paid rich dividends, and that's the beauty of having Paras in the middle order, because he could take on the spinners. He hits the long ball. Once he gets going, it all becomes easy for the batsman to come.
Down the leg side, and there's been plenty of wides today as well. That's the 7th. Freebies. It's been an erratic display from Oman's bowling unit, it has to be said.
Not quite sure, going deep into this tournament, and Oman is an aging side, mind you. They've not been as well as they've started.
Yeah, and I think you're spot on. They are an aging side, perhaps. This is their 3rd ODI in the case with just 5 days fitness coming into play.
Absolutely, that's what I feel. Because almost all these members of Oman side are into their late 30s. It's not easy playing back-to-back ODIs. They're playing their 3rd ODI on a 5th day.
Yeah, each of the 3 sides will play back-to-back ODIs at some point this week. This is Nepal doing it in these middle 2 games, rest day tomorrow. USA will have to end up with back-to-back ODIs on Tuesday and Wednesday here, but Oman did it earlier in the week. They did it well because they won their first 2 games, but right now you'd have to say Nepal are on top.
Especially with the kind of weather, the old bodies do take a little bit more time to get warmed up. And maybe that's the case with Oman right now, because they've looked stiff on the field.
Driven down the ground this time by Bandari. So impressive yesterday, Binod Bandari, half century. These 2 are just going to be starting to eye up, maybe 250, 260 perhaps.
I'm sure if these 2 bat till the 45th over,
they will look to get somewhere around 270 because these two guys are known for hitting the long balls. Arif, especially in the recently concluded PPL, was scoring at the rate of 200 at the strike rate of 200. So we can back them to get big runs if they get going.
And of course, Karen KC to come in at number 8, the big hitter. No big hits in that over though. Tight stuff from Maqsood. Just the 3 runs from it. It's 199 for 5.
सुरक्षित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR Steel.
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
सनफ्लो शुद्ध सनफ्लावर तेलको खरिदमा प्याकेटमा प्राप्त युनिकोडलाई 31008 मा एसएमएस गरी लकी ड्र मार्फत जित्नुहोस्। हरेक 15 दिनमा हिराको लगेज, हिराको टप र हिराको हार।
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाऊ। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
His last couple of games in charge. Soon to leave the head coach role. He's done a fine job for Nepal. Big appeal and given. Looked a little bit high to me at first, but Shamshuddin had no doubt. And Arif Sheikh falls for 28. Every time this Nepal innings looks to take real dominance, they seem to lose another.
Looks a little dawsy, especially the impact. Looked a little bit onto. But look, like that is out. To be honest, that's out. Looked different from here though, in the first instant, but that looks out. It was a googly. And Nepal reeling at 199 for 6 after in the 43rd over.
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
कस्तो बोरिङ भइरहेछ यार।
सेन्टर फ्रुटको मिठो टेस्ट जसले बनाउँछ मुड टिङ टङ।
सर शाबाश।
सेन्टर फ्रुट मुड बनाउँछ टिङ टङ।
सनफ्लो शुद्ध सनफ्लावर तेलको खरिदमा प्याकेटमा प्राप्त युनिकोडलाई 31008 मा एसएमएस गरी लकी ड्र मार्फत जित्नुहोस्। हरेक 15 दिनमा हिराको लगेज, हिराको टप र हिराको हार।
Ben Nevis, Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
Exploits with the bat this week so far, but he's certainly capable of clearing the rope, and that's what the home crowd and the entire Nepal setup will be looking for. They're just a run shy of 200. They're ahead of the game, but as we always see with Nepal, their matches are like seesaws. Every time they look to be on top, they seem to fall down. Just talking about that wicket from Aki Bilias, I don't think it was a googly. I think it was a leg break that just skidded on a bit. Did look a bit high to me.
Also the impact, it's touch and go. It was onto the off stump or slightly outside of it.
Yeah, I think it was exactly what the leg spinners refer to as natural variation. We've seen a lot of the leg breaks from Aki Bilias turn sharply. That one just skidding on a bit, a little bit quicker through the air. And big cheers in the background from the home crowd as the 200 is brought up in the 43rd over. What's the target here? Do you think, Binod? Surely it's got to be in excess of 250 still.
It has to be, because they've got some batting to come. Still Sandeep is yet to bat, and then the projected score says 236. That should be the bare minimum, but I guess they will go above 250 if they bat the full quota of overs. And also somebody like Kamal Singh Airi. Recently we toured India, Andhra Pradesh with the under-19 team, and he hit 5 sixes in an over to a quality spinner.
A very capable hitter on ODI debut. Perhaps we'll see him next. It's 201 for 6.
Skyward Washing Machine. We care every detail.
बाबालाई खोप लाग्यो? पापाको पेट कटाउन अब त चोरीलाई खोप लगाउने हो। बालबालिकालाई दादुरा र रुबेला रोगबाट बचाउन यही फागुन र चैत्र महिनामा खोप अभियान हुँदैछ। आफ्नो 9 महिनादेखि 5 वर्ष मुनिका बालबालिकालाई खोप लगाउन नजिकैको खोप केन्द्रमा लैजाऊ।
यसले बालबालिकाको जीवन रक्षा गर्छ। यो खोप निशुल्क पाइन्छ र यो सुरक्षित छ। नेपालबाट दादुरा र रुबेला रोग निवारण गरौँ।
युनिसेफ र
Dari just working that one into the leg side for a single, and interesting that Oman continue to proceed with their spinners here for the moment. They do have 9 overs of seam left. Bilal Khan, Kali Mullah, Mohammed Nadeem, all of 3 overs left each, but Maksud wanting to continue with spin, and Karen KC is going to use the pace of that spin and run it off the face for a boundary 4.
If anything, this was a sort of brilliance from Karan Casey. He didn't look to hit it straight, just outside the off stump, nudged it down to the third man boundary for 4. He provided with the pace, Jasan Maksud. Karan was equal to the task. He just used the pace. On your point of continuing with these spinners, I'm not quite sure if Kalimullah is going to come back for his latest spell, or even maybe Mohammed Nadeem.
Yeah, but you'd have to think Bilal Khan, so adept at the death. He's still got 3 overs left. I suppose he could come on the next over. But Aki Vilias says 3 for 31, and Zishan Maksud just deciding spin is the way to go for now. It's a bit of a gamble though, because both of these men very capable of clearing the ropes.
It is, especially for Karan. He will look to hit the long ball whenever he is given an opportunity.
Cut away, just going to be a single. Crowd really starting to get into it. They had a sleepy start to this Sunday morning. Great scenes of celebration all across Kathmandu last night.
Should be to Saturday, Nepal winning the game against USA. Celebration times for all of us. And all the Nepali fan too.
Driven by Karen KC, wide of long off, but good piece of fielding will cut it off to just a single. After 44, it's 209 for 6. Aki Vilias is going to continue, and Nepal are just finding him a little bit difficult to play. He's got 3 for 32. 2 overs remain. It'd be extraordinary if he bowls his full allocation of 10. Nepal have been so dominant in this innings, they have to press home their advantage.
Just an over ago, I saw Kalimullah chasing that ball, and it did look very stiff. So I believe only Bilal will be the one who will be bowling the death from the faster bowlers, and if anything, Nadeem might bowl one, and then they will go on with the spinners.
Yeah, well, if Bilal Khan comes on from the Chobar end, the far end of the ground as we look at it here, he can bowl the final 3. So if they gamble and continue with Aki Vilias for these two, they'll just need one solitary over from someone. Perhaps that could be Mohammed Nadeem. Really disappointing from Kaur Ali and Mohammed Sanuth today. Both those spinners struggling. Big swing and a miss from Karen Casey. Tempting him, getting it up above the eye line. This has been brave bowling from Ilyas.
It's been, yes, absolutely. And it's all because of the assistant he's getting from the wicket. Sharp turn there once again.
Yeah, he's been sharp turn almost every delivery he's bowled, not just with his leg breaks, but also his off breaks to the left-handers, claiming that crucial wicket of Kushal Malla for 28. And he's got 3 big scalps because he's got Goyendra Malla and also Arif Sheikh to rip the heart out of this Nepal lineup.
He's been that one bowler who's always got the important wickets. If you remember Sarad Visaka's wicket in the last game, he was the one who got it. So 45 overs gone. Nepal 113 for 6.
5 वर्षमा धनबहार, अर्को 5 वर्षमा फेरि धनबहार, अनि अर्को 5 वर्षमा फेरि धनबहार। 15 वर्षपछि त झन् लक्ष्मी दाइने हुने योग छ। 20 वर्षसम्म त झन् कन्टिन्यू धनबहार।
तर कसरी?
हो, मैले हाम्रो उज्जवल भविष्यको लागि ज्योति लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्सको 15 वर्षीय 320 धनबहार जीवन बीमा योजना लिएकी छु।
अति उत्तम। उहाँहरूले जस्तै तपाईहरुले पनि ज्योति लाइफको 320 धनबहार जीवन बीमा गर्नुहोस्, जसले तपाईलाई बीमा अवधिभित्र 3 पटक बीमाङ्कको 1/3 रकम र बीमा अवधि पश्चात 20 वर्षसम्म प्रत्येक वर्ष बीमाङ्कको 5% रकम भुक्तान गर्नेछ। साथै बीमा अवधिभित्र घातक रोग र अशक्तता विरुद्धको आर्थिक सुरक्षा र बीमा अवधि समाप्तिमा पाइने एक मुष्ट बोनस रकमले जीवन पूर्ण सुरक्षित बनाउनु हो।
ज्योति लाइफ सधैं तपाईको साथ।
It's neat at home that it's definitely not 113 for 6, it's 213 for 6. Binod Das said he's so used to saying 113 or that sort of low score for Nepal. He's delighted with how this batting lineup is going. Contributions right the way throughout the order, apart from Dipender Singh Airi.
Absolutely, but it's the more important factor is nobody has gone on to make it big. Had one of these 4-5 boys who got the starts, especially Paras and Gyanendra, if one of them stayed, they could have batted Oman out of this game already.
And these 3 overs from Bilal Khan are going to be absolutely vital to the outcome of this match today. He's an outstanding death bowler. He finds the block hole really well. He does hoop the ball, shape it back in after getting a reverse swing at the tail end. But with Nepal's struggles against the part-time leg breaks, Vaki Bilias, they have to target these 3 overs, get this total up above 250, 260.
Especially for somebody like Karan, he loves the pace on the ball. He plays medium paces better in the death overs. He likes the ball coming onto the bat. So he'll enjoy this pace from Bilal for sure.
So difficult to hit though, coming around the wicket with that angle. Mid-on's in the circle, could be somewhere where they'll target. It's come off an under edge and it's going to go to the left of the man, Jatinder Singh at third man's. They'll get a boundary in unconventional circumstances. Bandari for the second time in 2 days playing a really fine hand.
He's played a very important knock yesterday. Today he's continuing with the form that he's had for the last game. Intentionally played down to third man. A little bit of under edge there, but he would take it anyways.
I think it was definitely an under edge, and that's why it went wide to the left of Jatinder Singh at third man. That's the block hole. Bilal Khan's so good at this stage of the innings. Seems to find it more often than not.
Smart options there from Binod Bhandari, getting a boundary of the last ball, taking a single and rotating it to Karan. Smart move there. They will have to make sure that these 2 batsmen bat till the end. If they bat these 5 overs, they've got more chances of getting closer to 260.
Shorter this time into the pitch. Karen KC looks for the pull shot, and not a bad diving stop from Karali, but it has to be said Oman have been sloppy in the field today.
They have. They've looked very, very stiff, to be honest. As I said, it's an aging side. It's not easy to play 3 one-days in 5 days. One-day matches, 50-over matches takes a lot out of you.
Short ball bowled into the pitch. And you can see the slower ball bouncer effect, that little bit of tennis ball bounce. Really good execution of his skills, Bilal Khan.
This This wicket is still holding up. It's not dried out completely.
Yeah, but just further signs, I think, that we'll see a really prodigious turn throughout the second innings. Sandeep Lamachani is going to be quite the handful. Kushal Malla, Sushan Barry. Such a clever bowler, Bilal Khan. Single to end the 46th over. It's 220 for 6.
सुरक्षित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR स्टील
Skyward washing machine. We care every detail.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाऊ। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
Skyward Google Android TV. Lead the future.
I don't think that would have been in Coach Dulip Mendes' plans today, but he's been very effective. He's got 3 wickets. He hasn't been too costly either. Mix up. Wanted 2, Bandari. No time for that. Karen Casey is licking his lips. He's going to be going for the maximums here against Saqib.
Especially if it's flights one. As I said earlier, Andrew, Oman seems to be, especially the fast bowler, seems to be struggling with the weather here. Otherwise, there is no way that they bowled 7 good overs and would not return for the death overs.
There is Karen Casey's attempt to come down the track and smash it all away. Makes no contact. The ball turning shows sharply. It's a risky tactic.
He just wanted to take it on the full. The way he came out, he decided it early. It was a pre-decision from him to go.
Karen Casey, he's swinging like a rusty gate right now. 2 deliveries in a row. I know Nepal are looking for late runs, but gotta bat smarter than this.
2 balls in a row has turned and turned sharply.
Skied into the air, straight to the man at backward point, and that's going to be the end of Karen Casey. Aqib Ilyas is playing quite the little role here for Oman. He's got 4 for his first ever 4 for in ODI cricket. And it looked like a matter of time really there for Karen Casey.
This wasn't smart from Karen Casey. He's already beaten twice in this over. He still continued to go over it. So he's gone for 10. Nepal 121 for 7.
मेरो सीपलाई बुझ्ला कसले, मेरो जागरलाई अनुभव गर्ला कसले, सानो व्यवसायमा नै सीमित मेरो कर्मलाई व्यापारमा परिवर्तन गर्न साथ दिला कसले। यी प्रश्नहरूको जवाब तब पाए जब मैले सिद्धार्थ बैंकको साथ पाएँ। मेरो चाहना अब न बाँकी छ गाह्रो हिजोको असहज अवस्थाको न डर छ कुनै दुधार परिस्थिति।
Brink of a 5-wicket haul. He's bowling to his fellow leg spinner Sandeep Lamachani. There's the new man at the crease at number 9. I think you would like to see Kamal Singh Irie at number 9, Binod.
Absolutely, because I've seen him batting and he's most certainly better batsman than Sandeep, I believe. But that's what I believe, and that does not matter at all.
So nearly has a 5-wicket haul. So I think that beats absolutely everything. It's going to be signalled as a bye. Suraj Kumar couldn't get a glove on it. So 47 gone, all the 2s. 222 for 7.
सुरक्षित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR स्टील
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
कर्मशील उद्यमीहरूको लागि सिद्धार्थ बैंकको सरल एसएमई कर्जा अब पूरा हुनेछन् तपाईका सपनाहरू। सिद्धार्थ बैंक, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाऊ। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
Skyward, Google Android TV. Lead the future.
He made 222, having been inserted to bat by Oman this morning. Bilal Khan is such a potent threat at the death. He's mixing up his Yorkers and his short deliveries, the full pace bouncers and the slower ball bouncers. Very difficult to get any timing.
He's a complete fast bowler, if you like to call it that way. He's spin bending his back, bowling slower cutters, bowling it into the block hole. He's tried everything. So far he's been wicketless. Nepal has batted well against him. That's a wide.
Yeah, 2 free runs and valuable runs onto the total. Is the wide, they get through to run one as well. Sandeep Lamachani coming on to strike. This innings has just had its momentum stifled though late.
I wonder if he was looking for that Yorker. Swung late from that angle, taking the ball away from the wicketkeeper as well. Correctly, you mentioned it's 2-2-4. I keep mentioning 1 for no reason. It is 2-2-4 for 7.
The last 5 overs, only had 24 runs scored off them though. Brilliant from Bilal Khan, straight into the block hole again. Nepal just struggling to get any of that late momentum. We were talking about 250, 260, even 280 at one point. Might just struggle up to 240 now.
And that's because they've not had a set batsman batting with the other batsmen. Especially when Gyanendra Malla was batting. It looked like he's the one who's going to anchor the innings throughout, but his dismissal has caused them the break.
I think again at times Nepal have just been a little bit guilty of allowing too many dots, looking for the big shot and nothing else. Binod Bandari possibly the one man who's done it a little bit better. He's worked in some singles and twos alongside his innings, but too many dots for my money.
I hear he's been given the role of a finisher and he's batting like one. He's taking the game deep. And that's what some of the other batsmen needs to do. This wicket is not easy to keep playing your shots and getting away with it.
And hit behind square on the offside. They will get through for a single. Just wonder, has backward point done himself an injury there? Looked a little bit nasty. We're just going to bring you the replay here, and he dove full length to his right, but he's clutching his leg. Good to see him get up at backward point. I think it might be Aki Bilias, the man who's taken all the wickets, and he's the leading run scorer in this entire Cricket World Cup League 2 series so far, so this could be a big moment in the match.
Could be, because he's the best batsman in this competition. Straight away, as soon as he dived, he clutched his knee, must have jarred it against the ground, and it's not a very soft ground at Kirtipur here. This is a cold winter. Must be feeling it.
Yeah, so Aki Bilias is hobbling off, and that's going to be concerning for all the Oman fans watching back in Muscat there. Dove full length to his right. He did get a hand on it, probably saved a couple of runs, but if he's not going to be able to come out and bat, that's a huge blow for Oman. Like I said, he is the leading run scorer, not only for Oman, but in this entire tournament at the moment.
And they will need his form if they are to chase these runs, because it's going to be one of the biggest scores to chase in this tournament so far. Yeah, and it is the biggest score to chase in this tournament. And especially in this leg.
Pulled but no power, no timing from Lamachani, kicking the ground, frustration. Yeah, it won't be the highest chase of the series, but certainly, the whole league, but it will be the highest chase this week if Oman could pull it off. We've seen lower scores throughout. Oman did chase down USA's 213 in the second match with the Tri-Series here. Nepal they still need some late runs. They've got to get up to 240. Bilal Khan just outstanding at the death. The end of the 48th, it's 226 for 7.
Skyward Washing Machine. We care every detail.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाऊ। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड।
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाऊ। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
Skyward Refrigerators. Lively and fresh every day.
Remain from the pole to try and get their total up. It's going to be Mohammed Nadeem, one of the stars of this tri-series so far in Kathmandu. He's got 3 for 32, replacing Aki Abilias. Took the 4 other wickets to fall so far. Every other wicket's gone, every other bowler's gone wicketless. So 12 deliveries left. They're going to have to target this Nadeem over.
They'll have to get at least 20-24 runs for them to get pushed towards that 250 mark.
Short ball pulled away, and it's going to be a boundary to start. Yet another misfield. How many times have we said that today? And this time it's Kalimullah, the big man who looks so stiff, playing his 3rd game in 5 days. And he just rolls over that ball. Never looked like stop yet.
That's what I was talking about, and maybe that's why he's not bowling. Short ball into the pitch. Bandari telegraphed it. He just allowed it to go.
Yeah, it's going to bring about a change in the field because Kalimullah will be sent back to the fence on that shorter side of the field, and mid-off will come up into the circle from long off. It's a sub-fielder on. Badal in place of Aki Bilias there at mid-off. Pressure on Nadeem. Boundary off the first ball. Bandari feigns outside the off stump. Thuds into his thigh pad. Lamachani wants a single, but Bandari doesn't.
Lamachani wants to get onto the strike. He's itching. He believes he could hit those balls, which Bandari couldn't.
You could see him go right the way outside the off stump, but also so deep into the crease, right the way back. That one's hurt him, striking in that awkward region just above the flap of the normal pad and below the thigh pad. Pain for Bandari there.
So because he was crouching, there was a gap between his thigh pad and pad, and that's exactly where it hit him.
Another change in the field. All 4 fielders on the leg side now are in the deep. The man from deep cover comes into the circle on the offside. Still trying to target that leg side.